One, two, three. Alright. Firebird devlog number 2. Why this game exists. Hi everyone, this is Firebird and this is devlog number 2. Today I want to talk about something simple. Why this game exists at all and why you might want to know about it. My name is Andrei and I'm solo developer at the moment for Firebird. We had a small team for a year and this team made miracles. Nowadays I'm solo, I'm continuing this development and I hope you'll enjoy the ride. Firebird is an adventure action platformer that's just fun to play. Not because one clever mechanic, but because the whole game is built around the movement and exploration. Imagine a game where playing itself feels good. That was the main idea. And at the same time you're on a journey. There is a story, there is a world, but the story is not the main thing. It's dark, fairy tale world, a bit mysterious, a bit strange, a bit wonky, and you move through it, discovering new places as you go. Yes, you're saving the world, the normal things, That part is simple and a bit classic. But the focus is not on exposition or long dialogues. The focus is on moving forward. We took what we love from Metroidvanias like Hollow Knight and simplified the systems. We took what works best for the platformers and simplified that too. Not to make games shallow, but vice versa, to keep only what actually feels good to play. Firebird is an adventure game where the main goal is to reach the end. Not to grind, not to farm, just to move forward and enjoy the journey. And the music, by the way, as well. I started to make this game because I really believe that creating things is cool. That's all. There are a lot of games released every year. Good games, much fewer. At some point something just clicked. I had the experience, I had a clear feeling of what kind of game I personally want to play, and I thought, why not to try make it? If this game ends up being enjoyable for even a small group of players, that already means a lot for me. If you forget everything else about Firebird, I want you to remember one thing: movement and the feeling of discovery. Moving in Firebird feels so damn good. The locations change constantly, everything feels different, new situations appears very quickly. You play and at some point you think, okay, that was cool, what's next? The feeling of going somewhere new is the core of this game. For me, movement is more important than story or difficulty. You're starting the new game, and we played a lot of games through our life. You're starting the new game, and then you spend like 5 minutes on the dialogues, or tutorials, or something. You will not see it in Firebird. You will run right away forward. That's the main goal of the game, and it will be fun. Games should be fun to play. They need a strong gameplay core. I don't see myself making a deepest story ever or the hardest game on the market, but I do know that I can make a game that feels good in your hands and that I personally enjoy playing. That's exactly what Firebird is. By gamers, for gamers. When I play Firebird myself, what I like most is how much variety there is. As I said, the team was super small, and for a long time I worked on the game almost alone. So instead of making a huge world, we focus on making things constantly change. Different locations, different enemies, different traps. There are even levels where you can't fight at all. You just move, avoid danger and keep going. You're not waiting, you're not standing still, you're always moving forward. Firebird is not about grinding, it's about actually playing. And I will continue to repeat this, because this is the most important thing. When I say made by players for players, I meant that we constantly avoid things that looks good on paper, but don't feel good when you're playing. We don't stretch the game just to make it longer. We don't add content just for sake of numbers. We focus on what we can make well and what feels fun to us as players. No unnecessary rules, no pretending. There are many things in Firebird that exist simply because they're cool. If you stop moving, the bird companion flies to you. It has its own animations, its own personality. There is a cat narrator who comments things with the sarcasm. Because reading long dialogues is boring, playing is not. There are dark levels where you can't fight at all, bosses that suddenly change. Why are these things? Not because you have to, but because it's super cool, why not? Firebird is not a hardcore platformer, built around repeating the same section hundreds of times. There are challenging moments, yeah, for sure, but the idea is that you pass them and think, nice, I did it, let's go on. And it's not a massive lore-heavy Metroidvania either. The story is there, but it's told through the world and gameplay and background narrative. If you will look on the background of the game, man, it's so much story and lore are there. You just need to look. Not listen, not read, but to look. It's a light Metroidvania, focused on movement and flow. We're not trying to look a big or important game, because we're not. Firebird is the game for a specific audience, and that's perfectly fine. This is our starting point, the beginning of the longer journey. After 10 minutes of playing, I want you to feel curious. A new world, strange creatures, smooth movement, and the desire to see what's next. After an hour, I want you to start asking questions. New skills, new areas, new oh wow moments. Firebird is not a final destination. It's the first step. Cute, cool, fun to play, first step. We are using this game to understand who we are, what we can make, and what kind of games people enjoy from us. Firebird Studios. This is just the beginning. And if you're enjoying the show, of course subscribe, wishlist the game, that will help a lot. And let's keep going. I will see you next one.
Oi, 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 oi.